Algeria, a country in North Africa with a Mediterranean coastline, is home to a diverse range of cultures and ethnic groups. Despite its relatively recent emergence as an independent nation, Algeria boasts a rich history dating back thousands of years. The earliest human settlements in Algeria can be traced back to the Neolithic period, with the discovery of cave paintings and artifacts from that era. During the 9th century BC, the Phoenicians established a number of coastal settlements in what is now Algeria, attracted by the region's natural resources and strategic location. The Carthaginians later took control of these settlements during the 3rd century BC. However, the indigenous Berber tribes resisted foreign domination and continued to play a significant role in the region's history. In the 1st century AD, the Romans conquered much of northern Algeria and incorporated it into their empire. They built roads, aqueducts, and public buildings, leaving a lasting legacy on the region. Meanwhile, the rest of Algeria remained under the control of various Berber dynasties until the 11th century. During the 8th century, Muslim armies from the Middle East conquered Algeria, and the religion quickly became dominant in the region. Over the centuries, several Muslim dynasties ruled over Algeria, including the Almoravids, the Almohads, and the Zengidids. These rulers were primarily of Arab descent, and they introduced Arabic language and culture to the region. In the 15th century, the Ottoman Empire extended its influence to Algeria, and the country became known as Algeria. The Ottomans implemented administrative reforms and built mosques, libraries, and madrasas, contributing to the cultural heritage of the country. During the 16th and 17th centuries, European powers began exploring and colonizing parts of North Africa. The Spanish, Portuguese, and Dutch established trading posts and settlements along the coast, while the British and French ventured further inland. The French colonization of Algeria began in the early 19th century after the French conquest of the Ottoman Empire. Initially, the French faced resistance from the Ottoman authorities, but they eventually gained control of the country. The colonization of Algeria had a profound impact on the country's demographics, economy, and culture. The French settlers brought with them a new language, customs, and way of life, which they imposed on the local population. They also exploited Algeria's natural resources and labor force for their own benefit. As the 20th century approached, a growing sense of nationalism and anti-colonialism emerged in Algeria. The French colonial rule was increasingly seen as oppressive and exploitative, leading to tensions and conflicts between the Algerian people and the French authorities. Following World War II, the movement for Algerian independence gained momentum, and the Algerian War of Independence broke out in 1954. This was a protracted and violent conflict that lasted for 7 years. The Algerian National Liberation Army, or the NLA, fought against the French forces with support from various political parties and organizations. The war was marked by atrocities and human rights abuses committed by both sides. In 1962, Algeria finally gained independence, and the First Republic was established with Ahmed Ben Bella as the first president. The new nation faced numerous challenges, including social unrest, economic instability, and the integration of former colonial subjects into independent Algeria. Over the years, Algeria has undergone significant transformations, including the introduction of socialism, one-party rule, and a shift towards democracy and free market policies. In 1989, the government introduced some reforms to address growing discontent and prevent a potential uprising like the one that had occurred in neighboring Morocco. However, these reforms were met with resistance from conservative Islamic groups who demanded a more radical transformation of the political system. A decade of civil unrest followed, which resulted in thousands of deaths and the government's decision to crack down on Islamic fundamentalists. In recent decades, Algeria has experienced relative stability and economic growth, driven by its vast natural resources, particularly oil and gas. The country has made efforts to diversify its economy and reduce its dependence on the hydrocarbon sector. In addition, Algeria has played an active role in regional and international affairs, advocating for causes such as the Palestinian struggle and engaging in peacekeeping missions. Despite its achievements, Algeria continues to face challenges, including high unemployment, particularly among young people, and social inequality. Nevertheless, the country has made significant progress since its independence and remains an important player in North African geopolitics. This has been a history of Algeria in 100 seconds. If you want to see more videos like this, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.